Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video I'll be reflecting on the type of Gunnera I grow in light of recent revelations highlighted by Yorkshire Chris about Gunnera cryptica. Let's get straight into it. Yeah, so Yorkshire Chris ruffled a few feathers recently by highlighting some new research that's come to light to say that what everyone previously thought was Gunnera manicata was actually a hybrid of Gunnera manicata and Gunnera tinctoria called Gunnera cryptica, which is, I suppose, a hardier version of manicata. I suggest you go and watch his video to understand exactly what the scientific research says. But in this video I want to look at my two Gunnera and reflect on what he said and think about the type of Gunnera that I grow in my garden. So this bigger version here is 3 years old, and it was sold to me by a reputable exotic plant nursery as a Gunnera manicata, and the one over here is a smaller, younger plant, and it's in a barrel, was sold as a Gunnera manicata, and it was bought on eBay from a private seller. So we'll start with this one first. So there are a few ways to tell the difference, but I think the flower spikes are the easiest way to tell the difference. Now, this larger one, here's a flower spike on it. It's almost like a cursed corn on the cob. This is definitely Gunnera tinctoria, the smaller growing version, and there's a few clues that I think tells me that. And the main clue for me is it's a much smaller, more compact flower spike, and these, each individual, I don't know what to call them, but these are a lot shorter, stubbier, and you cannot see the body of the flower spike between them because they're so close together. There's another one there. Look, you cannot see between them, they are really close together, and there's a kind of a reddy colouring, or there was when they first came through. The reddy colourings disappeared slightly. So for me this is definitely a Gunnera tinctoria. Now, before I get onto the one that's growing in the barrel, you can see by the crispy leaves how much harder it is to keep a Gunnera watered when it's in a pot. So I would definitely consider not doing this if you are thinking of planting a Gunnera in a barrel or a pot. I thought it might work, but maybe it hasn't. So this one's a little bit harder for me to determine the type of Gunnera. And if you look on these flower spikes, now they're almost the same as the other one, but for me, when they first appeared, they weren't as red. And if I go around the back to a few of the other flower spikes, they've definitely got more of an open nature. If I just zoom in a little bit here, and you can see there's definitely space between them, especially that taller one, the back one. There's space between each of the individual little, I don't know, flowers or whatever they are. And also the less fat, and they sort of curl upwards. I'm zooming a little bit there, yeah, focused. So for me, I still think this is possibly cryptica. Definitely not manicata after what the researchers said, but I think possibly cryptica. However, the reddiness of the stems here, see the red stems, the red colouring, I don't think is there on what would have previously called manicata. So I'm going to plump and say this one is a cryptica, whereas the other one was a tinctoria. But I would love to know what you think. That's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.